So today we'll discuss and listen about bhajan, because just sometimes people they ask about why you are not getting realization, why we are not happy. We are following the path of Raganuga. The greatness of this path, that who will follow this path shall get this happiness, eternal pleasure, eternal bliss in their heart and mind. But why we are not getting this? Why we are not happy? Why we are not feeling this place in our heart, in our mind? All the work, all the activities to achieve success, we have to follow the process, isn't it? If we want to destroy our hunger, so we have to follow the process of taking foods. If we want to achieve the success in our exam, so we have to follow the process of study. Same, in this path of Raganuga Bhakti, we have also need to know the process, and strictly we have to follow this path, the way, the process. When we will follow this process, then this bliss, this realization, the happiness, it will appear. The material happiness and distress depends on our heart and mind. But in the path of Raganuga Bhajan, Krishna Bhakti, this happiness, it not really depends on our heart and mind. It will appear automatically, itself, by itself. Because Krishna, He Himself that happiness. When we'll realize Krishna in our heart, that means Krishna, who is happiness, the ultimate bliss, will appear automatically. Rasho Vaishak. In scriptures, it is said that Krishna is Rasa. Rasa means not only the juice. Here, rasa is everything, the mood, the ultimate bliss, the pure happiness. According to mood, everyone has their different mood and aspects. In every way, if we'll attached with Krishna, we'll get happiness. Akhila Rasamrita Murti, Akhila, means in every way. If you'll meditate about Krishna, we'll get happiness. If you'll chant His name, you'll get happiness. You'll ask about Krishna, you'll get happiness. If you'll answer about Krishna, you'll get happiness. But the question mark is the process. The first of everything, we have to know how will we attached with Krishna. When he will accept everything from us. Krishna, Jugal, Nitai Gauranga, they are very merciful to us, very merciful. We are not really qualified to serve them. By this material senses, we are not allowed to serve them. He is Adhakshaja, Krishna. Adha kritam akshajam indriya yanyam jnanam jasya samipe sadhakshajam. Krishna is Adhakshaja, that means by this material senses, we cannot achieve. By these eyes, we cannot see Krishna in front of us. He is here. He is in front of everyone. He is everywhere. Where you are, Krishna is there. Where I am, Krishna is there. But we cannot see him. Because by this material eyes we cannot. By this skins, we cannot feel his loving touch. By this nose, we cannot smell his very nice angagandha. Mrigamado nilotpalo niloneji purimalo tahajini krishnangagandha. How beautiful his body smells. Like Mrigamada, Kasturi. You know Kasturi? It's appearing in the novel of Deer. Not only this, if you will mix the blue lotus fragrance with this Kasturi, which fragrance will appear by this mixing, that is the body smell of Sri Krishna. And Krishna, the body smell of Krishna will defeat this fragrance of this mixing fragrance of body. But by this material nose we cannot smell. By this ear we cannot hear his very sweet voice. By these material senses, we cannot do anything for Krishna. He is Adhakshaja. But then also, we are serving him. We are serving his deities. We are offering flowers. We are offering tulasi. We are giving bath. We are offering naivedyas. Isn't it? How? When he is Adhakshaja? How we are doing this? How we are performing our seva to Krishna? Because he is merciful. Because he is merciful to us. That is why they are accepting our seva. Although we are not qualified to serve them, then also they are accepting. By these senses, by this body, we are serving them. That is the point. Maybe they are very merciful to us. But to get this realization, to get these feelings inside of our heart, we have to clean ourselves for them. We are all servant of Krishna. We are all servant of Nitai Gauranga, isn't it? So, just think about yourself. You have one servant in your house and he is very unclean. Dirty clothes, everything dirty. Do you accept his service in this unclean position? You will say to him, go, clean first. Clean yourself, then come. Isn't it? So, when we are ordering our servant, go clean first, then do your work, same things will happen with us. But here in our bhajan path, we have to be cleaned from inside and outside, both. First we have to clean our outside, then inside. That is why we are following Sadachara. That is why in Haribhakti Vilas, it is very important, this part. All our acharyas, again and again, repeatedly they said to follow this. First clean outside yourself, then by this following of Sadachara, you can clean your inside also. What is Sadachara? Why we have to follow this? Because only to get this cleanliness inside of us, we cannot do this by like external cleaning. We can clean outside by soap and by scrubber, isn't it? But which soap we should use for clean our inside? That is only by practice, abhyasa, sadachara. Because of them, because we want to serve Sri Krishna Srimati Radha, Nitai Gauranga. That's why we have to follow this sadachara first. The path of our bhajan, the first step in our bhajan path is following sadachara. We are following, we are really trying to follow this. Sometimes so many confusion will come. Why we have to do, why we have to do. But always, you cannot get answer by the words. But after you will follow this, you can feel inside of your heart. These feelings of cleanliness will come to your heart to follow the sadachara. Like uchishta, in which point you have to be more important, more serious about uchishta. Uchishta, you know uchishta? Yes. About cleanliness when before we'll do anything for deity seva, about our clothes, about washing hands and feet. So when we'll follow this process of sadachara, then this cleanliness will go inside of us. And Krishna is always watching. He will accept our service when our mind and heart will be clean. In Prema Bhakti Chandrika, Nartam Das Thakur, when he was describing about the 6 ripus, there he said about the 5 points: Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha and Mada. Lust, anger; Kama, Krodha, Lobha, greed; Moha, attachment; and Mada, ego. He only pointed this five. But there is also one. It's envy, Irsha. He said that you can turn their mood, this five. But he did not mention about the Irsha. Because these qualities is very bad. It will destroy your bhajan. And this Irsha, this envy will come from this darkness. When your inside is uncleaned, when your inside will be clean, then this Irsha will not come, this envy will not come, the jealousy. In bhajan path, in love, there is no place for jealousy. When jealousy is there, then false ego will come. Ego is good, but false ego is bad. It's very harmful for bhajan path. That's why Narottam Das Thakur, he did not mention about envy. That means we have to delete this, and it will go away from our heart if we follow Sadachara in a good way. So when we'll follow this Sadachara, then our inside will be clean. Then these six enemies, that means these five enemies, they will turn their mood in favor of Krishna. Then these feelings will come. Then this attachment, then this relation, then this bliss will come inside of our heart. Without this sadachara, without this process, no one can go inside. Until one stage, until some stage, we can go without following sadachara only by Mahamantra. Mahamantra has its own power, and Mahamantra can carry us until some stage. But then, in Ishopanishad, there it was said that Hiranmayena patrena sattasyapi hitam mukham tat tvam pushan apapareno satta dharmaya drishtaye. The yogis, the jnanis, they are praying to God, "Oh Father." They are calling, they are asking that, "Oh Father, you are the protector, you are the keeper. We have this desire to feel you. We want to see you. We want to be with you. And for this we are trying again and again. But always we have failed. Now we got this realization. In front of us, there you put some curtain, golden curtain. And this curtain, it covered the way to go to you. By our effort, by some good activities, we can go until that curtain. We want to go beyond this curtain, but now we realize we cannot. Only when you will allow us, when you will take away this curtain from in front of us, then we can go. So, we are praying to you, give us this ability. Please take away this curtain in front of us. So, to achieve this ability, we can go to you. That's the point. In front of us, we have this curtain of Maya. If we want to cross this curtain, then we have to get this ability. It is very simple word to Arjuna. Krishna said, "Oh Arjuna, no one can get me, no one can achieve such stage just to get me in their life. It depends on my desire. It depends on my desire. If I'll desire that I'll give myself to someone, that time only he can get me. Otherwise not. So why we are following this sadhana? If it depends on his desire, if Krishna will give himself by his desire to me, then I'll have Krishna in my life. At the end of my life, if Krishna will desire, no, I will not give myself to Prem. So what will happen? All my sadhana will be waste of time. Isn't it? Krishna said this, Yame Vaisha Brahmate Tena Labhyas Tashraivatma Vibhranute Panusha. Only he can get me, to whom I give myself. So, if it is only the way, so how I'll depend on him? Because sometimes he's doing very surprising, sometimes he's not following the sadhana, bhajana, he's giving himself without any cause, without any sadhana, like Shukadeva Goswami, like Parikshit Maharaj. They got Krishna blessings before they were born, isn't it? They got his kripa before they born. And sometimes some devotees, they prayed to Krishna life after life, but they never. Yugas after yugas, but they never. So he has very surprising nature, mood. It depends on his mood. So how I will trust him? That I'll get Krishna in my life, sure. That is the point of our bhajan. That is why Sriman Mahaprabhu teaches us this path of bhakti. We have not to take shelter on Krishna. We have to take shelter on bhakti. By bhakti power, Krishna will be forced by her, Bhakti Devi. If you will follow the path of bhakti, then Krishna, surely you will come, you will run to us. You will not come by walking, you will run to us. Bhakti revainam nayati, bhakti revainam darshati, bhakti vasa purusha. Bhakti Devi has such power that she can control Krishna. Only you have to take shelter on her, Bhakti Devi. And that's the process, to take shelter of Bhakti Devi. First you have to follow the sadhana. Because Bhakti Devi will take us. She will hold our hand to take us to Krishna. She will meet. She will introduce us. Bhakti Revanam Darshayati. Before we'll get her blessings, no one can take darshan of Krishna. Because Krishna is controlled by her. Bhakti Vasa Purusha. Krishna is controlled by Bhakti Devi. So we have to take shelter on Bhakti Devi. Bhakti path. So following Bhakti path, the first step is sadachara. One will be clean from externally and internally. Then she will take us She will hold our hand. It is a very nice example given by one great Mahatma. He was comparing the sadhakas in jnana, in yoga and bhakti. Three different sadhakas, the main three paths, isn't it? Jnana, yoga, there are so many different paths. But the main three paths is jnana, yoga and bhakti. So the mood of these three ways, the sadhakas, they have different mood, different aspects, and nature also different. So he was comparing about this sadhaka, the mood and nature, and how they are performing their sadhaka. And he said, the sadhakas of jnana and yoga marga, yoga path, they are like the babies of monkey. And the sadhakas in bhakti path, they are like the babies of kitten. Why he said this? Why he said this? The sadhakas in jnana and yoga, they are the babies of monkey, and the sadhaka in bhakti path, they are like the babies of cats. It depends on their nature, the path. If you see the babies of monkey, very old. If you watch the babies of monkeys, when they are going somewhere with their mother, so babies has to hold their mother, is not? Mother will not hold their babies. Sometimes the babies, they will hold the chest of their mother, or they will be back. They have to be conscious. When their mother will go somewhere, the babies has to be very conscious about this. They have to hold their mother, otherwise they will fall down. But when the babies of cats, they will go somewhere, they will not hold their mother. Maybe they are sleeping. But the mother, they will take their babies, she will hold their shoulder, and very softly, the babies, they will sleep. But the mother, they will take them from one place to another place. It's very nice. So, Bhakti Devi in front of us like this. If we take shelter on Bhakti Devi, that means we're the children, we're the babies of her. So Bhakti Devi, she will act like this mother cat. She will hold us very softly, and she will take us from here to the lotus feet of Krishna. But we have to get this qualification of her child of Bhakti Devi. When we are taking shelter, we have to take shelter 100%. If we are not surrendering us, how? In Saranagati, about surrender, Rupa Goswami, he used a very nice word, Atmanikshep. Throw yourself. By mind, by speech, and by body. Throw yourself on the lotus feet of Guru, on the lotus feet of Krishna. Nitai Gauranga. Like a ball. How long time it will be in your hand, you can do anything with this ball. Isn't it? Ball. Yeah. How long time it will be in your hand? You can do anything with this ball. You can play, you can draw, you can throw. But after throwing to someone, maybe this ball is yours. But if you throw to someone, then you cannot do with this ball. But he can do. To whom you throw this ball? He can play, he can do anything. So in that way we have to throw ourselves on the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, Sri Gurudev. It's surrender. Complete surrender. When we can surrender in that way, when we'll follow the stages of Saranagati, Anukullasya Sankalpa, Pratikulla Vivajana. When we are taking shelter on the lotus feet of Sri Gurudev, so first we have to take a vow that we'll follow the instructions and we'll follow the likings of Sri Gurudev. How he likes, we'll follow the path, we'll follow the way. We have to leave all the activities which is against of my Ishta and Guru from our heart, from our mind. Rakshashya the Vishwasa. We have to keep strong faith on Sri Guru and Krishna, Nitai Gauranga. And with this strong faith, we have to give these responsibilities to Krishna, to Guru as keeper. He is the keeper. Then they surrender. When we'll get this faith, trust, then we can surrender. So when we'll follow these certain stages, then we'll be on the stage of realization feelings. After feelings, then this will come. Just think about the way of achieving prema. Ruchi, that means the taste. When it's come? After a long time, isn't it? Shraddha, sadhu sangha, bhajana kriya, anartha nivriti, then dedication, nishtha, then ruchi. So after a long time, after a long process, this ruchi will come. When this ruchi will come, this taste, the attachment, then we'll get this pure happiness. Which happiness? Which will flow from Krishna, which is flowing. It is there inside of us. It is always flowing. It started when we took shelter on the lotus feet of Sri Gurudev. When he accepted me as his disciple. Since that time, it is flowing. This happiness, this pleasure, this bliss. But we are not realizing. In prayer, Thakur Mahasaya prayer, it's written there, Je Gauranger Namoloy Taro Hoy Premodoy Tare Muni Jai Kori Hari. If we'll chant the name of Sri Gauranga, then Prema will appear in our heart. গৌরাঙ্গ নামেতে ঝুরে নিত্য লীলা তারে স্ফুরে সেজন্য ভকতি অধিকারী. Whenever someone will chant the name of Gauranga, then the tears will come. Then the pastimes, the leelas will appear in front of us. But it is not appearing in front of me. Prema is not appearing in my heart. I am chanting the name of Gauranga, Gauranga every day so many times. But tears was not coming. Leela is not appearing in front of me. Why? Because of that. First we have to follow the process. Narottam Das Thakur, he didn't lie to us. He said the truths about the glories of Nama, Sri Gauranganam Mahamantra. But we have to follow the process, the way. That is the mission of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, to give us this realization, to give us these feelings, to give us the taste of pure prema. Is not? In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that Chari Bhaver Bhakti Dhyana Achai Mokhavam. Sri Mahaprabhu, he said that I'll give the 4 special mode of Braj to everyone. I'll give them this taste, this realization, these feelings, everything, to everyone. I will not count, I will not judge. So, he gave us. He did not judge or he did not count. That he gave us this pure prem. But then also we are not realizing this. In this material world also. Here, we are not realizing, we are not feeling anything. But if you will see by microscope, I can see so many bacteria, so many things there working here. But I am not feeling this. If we will get this ability to get this touch, to feel this touch, then we can feel. So there has limitation for our senses. In our eyes, if we go look at straight, so endless we cannot say. After some distance, we'll feel that sky is going down, is not? We are realizing sky is like this. From here, why we can say the sky is going down, if we'll go there, then again we'll see the sky is going down after some distance. So we have limitation. Indriya Manda. It's known about Indriya Mandata. That means for our feelings, for our realization, we have some limitation. We have to get this ability to realize this. If we'll follow the process, the way of, if we'll follow the offenses, then we'll get this realization. That is why we are following this path of bhakti. It's, in one way, it's very easy. Bhakti Devi, she'll take very soon us to Krishna, but at the same time, it is very difficult to get these feelings always. Sometimes for some moments we'll get this sweet taste, but after sometimes it will disappear. To keep this for always, we have to follow this. First sadachara, then offenses, then get attachment. How we can attach ourselves? Always we have to be with Krishna by chanting Mahamantra, by reading the granthas about Krishna Leelas. Then we have to know the truths. Then we have to follow the devotees who already achieved this path. In front of us, Sri Gurudev. Where we will search the devotees? In front of us, Gurudev is this. We will follow our Gurudev step by step. So we will follow his instructions, his advices. When we will follow seriously, carefully, then this realization will come. Then these feelings will come. Then we can feel the blessings, the taste of Krishna Prem. Then this attachment will come. Then our mind will be desireful for seva. Without cleaning inside, this desire for seva will not come. That's why Narottam Das Thakur, in that prayer, he described Radha Krishna Pranamar Jugala Kishore. They are my life. The divine couple, Sri Radha Govinda. They are my life. I want to serve them. And then he described, I want to serve them in that way. I want to enthrone them there, and in that way I'll serve them. So he described how he wants to serve Sri Radha Govinda. But at the end of this prayer, he said, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasya Ranudas Shiva Abhilashamage Narottama Das. At the end of this prayer, he said, oh, I'm not really qualified, because till now I have not this desire. I want to serve them, but I need very strong desire inside of me, inside of my heart. That is why I am praying to my Lord. I am servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's servant. But I am praying to my Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees that please send me the desire for seva. Shiva Abhilash. Without this desire, maybe by their kindness they will come in front of me. But if I have no desire to serve them, then how I can? That's why I am praying to my Prabhu, oh Prabhu, before I'll get seva, I need this desire for serving. When this desire will come for serve, if we'll follow the instruction of Sri Gurudev, if we'll follow this process to achieving bhakti, prema. Prema is so higher, but we can get this realization. We can feel the attachment. And time to time, gradually, the prema will appear in our heart. Then, we can serve Sri Radha Govinda. Deity seva is like a practice. We have to serve them in that way. Until that time, we'll get this seva. Until that time, we have to follow this everything. Vaidhi Bhakti, part of Vaidhi Bhakti. Then, it will prepare, the Vaidhi Bhakti, it will prepare for Raganuga Bhakti. That is the part. We are following the Raganuga Bhakti, Raganuga Bhajan path. But inside of this Bhajan path, there is two stages. Vaidhi Bhakti, that means practice stage, and after Vaidhi Bhakti is Raganuga stage. Then this feelings, realization, attachment, relation, it will appear. So that is why we are following this Vaidhi part, that means the practice. That is why we are chanting Mahamantras. That is why we are doing tilak, we are wearing Tulasi Mala, we are wearing Vaishnava dress, we are following the Vaishnava etiquettes. So everything is part of our bhajan. When we will follow this part, all the parts, then this door will open for Raganubhav. It was also mentioned in Ramananda Raya Sangbad, in Chaitanya Charitamrita. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he started to ask about the high stage of our bhajan sadhana, Ramananda Raya he started from grassroots, basic. Prabhu kahe padho shlok sadhyar nirnay. Sadhya, that means what is the high stage of our sadhana? Then Ramananda Raya he started from the grassroots, from the basic, Varnashram Dharma. And then gradually he went up. Varnashram Dharma, Krishna Karmarpan, Varnashram Dharma, living these activities of Varnashram Dharma, starting Bhajan Path. Then Jnana Misra Bhakti, Bhakti mixed with Aishwaryas, opulences. Then Jnana Shuna Bhakti, without Jnana Bhakti. Then Prema Bhakti. Until that time, Ramananda Raya he said about Prema Bhakti, Mahaprabhu he refused everything. Not reject, just refuse. He said, oh, Ramananda, it's external. Want to know more? When Ramananda Raya he said about Prema Bhakti, that time Mahaprabhu he said, yes, now you are on the point. That means now you are just on the door, but you have to go inside. So I want to know more. Then Ramananda Raya he started to describe about the mood. Dasya, Shakhya, Vatsalya, Madhu, servantal mood, friendly mood, parental mood, then Madhurarati. So until that time, Ramananda Raya he said about Prema Bhakti, Mahaprabhu he said it is external. Prema Bhakti, yes, you are on the point. Now go inside. When he started about the moods, Dasya Shakya, then Mahaprabhu he mentioned, Ehottama, yes, you are inside, it's great, but I want to know more. Shakya, yes, it is great, but I want to know more. Vatsalya, yes, it is great, but I want to know more. When he described about the Kanta Prem, the love of mood, Madhurarati, then Mahaprabhu he accepted. Prabhu kahe ei shabdavadhi sunishchay. When Ramananda Raya he explained about the sweet taste of Radha Prema, then Mahaprabhu he accepted, yes, it is the highest. Prabhu kahe ei shabdavadhi sunishchay. But then also, after some time, again he asked, oh right, it is the highest, but do you know more? Ramananda Raya, then also he said, yes, I know. He wanted to describe directly about Gaura Prema. Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna, they are separated. But when they are together in one form, He is the Supreme, He is the highest. But that time He did not say directly about this point, but indirectly He described in His son, Pahila hiragana bhanga bhela, anudina barhala vadhana gela, nasho ramana na hamaramani duhu manu manu bhavapeshalajani. He described about the mood of this pure prema. Yes, Prabhu, I know the highest, higher than Radha Prema. There has one prema Vaishudhya. Because in that prema, there is no separation. These two forms, they'll become one. So at the end, he wanted to say the name of Sri Gauranga Sundar, Sri Gaura Chandra, but Mahaprabhu stopped him. He started to ask another question. So that is the point, the high stage. Until that time, Mahaprabhu, he said external. Until that time, Prema Bhakti. So before this Prema Bhakti, all this practice stage, Vaidhi Bhakti, when we can go inside, by our practice we'll get this ability to go inside. That time this moods, this attachment, this realization, happiness, it will appear automatically, spontaneous. We have not to think, we have not to say, we have not to pray. When will follow? It's connected. It is connected. How? When sun will appear in the sky, then the darkness will go. We have not to say the darkness, we have not to remind darkness that sun is coming, go away. So same, when we'll follow this all path, then this all distress will go out from our heart. Then happiness will come and it will appear. This bliss will come. But first we have to follow this everything. Before everything, we have to destroy all our confusion. With confusion, you cannot go somewhere with free mind. First we have to destroy the confusions. Then you will go near to this happiness and bliss. So, I wrote some points is there. Raganuga Bhakti, in the guidance of Sri Gurudev. We have followed the instructions of Sri Gurudev. But always we are not getting our Gurudev near to us, next to us. Isn't it? You are here, your Gurudev, in India. And sometimes it is very difficult to contact, to talk with him. But when you'll feel Sri Gurudev inside of your heart, then from your heart you will destroy all your confusion. So many confusion will come in our mind at heart. But when you will feel your Sri Gurudev inside of your heart, but you know, sometimes we are not really want to feel Sri Gurudev, Sri Krishna is always with us. Because if we really feel that Krishna is watching me always, Guru is watching me always, what I am doing, then I'll never do any mistakes. But sometimes we like to do some mistakes. That is our nature. Kali people. That is our nature. We always want to do some mistakes. In Srimad Bhagavata, when Shukadeva Goswami, he was describing about the hell, Naraka, then Parikshit Maharaj, he stops him. Oh Munivar, what we should do to listen about this Naraka? Please say some things, how one can go away from this Naraka. How one has not to go to the Naraka. Then Shukadeva Goswami, he explained about Prayashchittas. You know, Prayashchittas. Then Parikshit Maharaj, he said, Prayashchitta matho parthan manne kunjara shouchavat. You know, what you said just now about Prayashchitta, I think Prayashchitta is like a bath of an elephant, of an elephant. Shukamuni, he asked, why you are saying this? Yes, I know. I have seen so many times. From my palace, I have seen that the keeper of my elephants, they are taking them to the river and they are giving bath very well. They are cleaning, they are scrubbing their body. But when they will come out from the river, first of everything, they will take the dust by their tongue and they will throw all their body. Humans also, in Kali Yuga, humans also the same nature. Maybe they will take bath in the river of Prayashchitta, but when they will come out from this river, again they will throw the dust in the body. Karoti bhuya vivasa. Most of the time, we are doing these sins, the activities of Papa, by our ignorance. We are not really conscious about this. Parikshit Maharaj said in Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Shukamuni said, you know Parikshit, the nature of Kali people is like this. So they like to do some mistakes always. That is why sometimes they are not, they do not want to really feel their Prabhu always together with them. So that is our nature. But if we will follow Sri Gurudev inside of us, if we will feel this, that Krishna is inside of our heart, then our mind will be never depressed. Always we can feel this pure happiness. Then never the confusion, doubts will come inside of our heart. Because Guru, the duty of Sri Gurudev is to destroy all the doubts and confusion from our heart. First, darkness of ignorance he'll destroy. So when Guru is inside of our heart, then confusion will not come, doubts will not come. Then always our mind will be free. Then we can follow his instructions about Raganuga Bhajan. We are chanting Mahamantra. But we have to chant Mahamantra with love. Sometimes we are chanting by pressure. But our bhajan, all the parts of our bhajan, it is not the part like a duty, it's the path of love. all the parts of our bhajan we have to follow with love. Maybe at the beginning time, we have to force ourselves. At the beginning, it's very natural. But we have to take our mind from external world to Krishna world. It is very difficult at the beginning time. That is why, for the beginning time, we have to give some force, pressure. But after some time, we have to continue with love. We have to chant, we have to do everything with love, not by pressure. If we'll follow everything, yes, we are doing everything. We are doing deity seva, chanting Mahamantra 64 rounds or 16 rounds. Everything we are doing, but if there has no love, then this happiness, this pleasure will not come, realization will not come. Don't forget, this bhakti path is the path of love. If we go with the scriptures, then there has so many words about this, our bhajan path. But in a simple word, it's nothing. The loving exchange between Bhagavan and Bhakta. It's like a game of love between Bhagavan and devotees. Loving exchange. So, we have to offer our love to Krishna. Krishna will accept our love, and at the same time, He will flow His love to us. That is our bhajan path. Offering love and give and take. But it's everything with love. That is Raganuga. When you are doing your everything with love, that is, you must know that's Raganuga bhajan. When you are feeling attachment with Krishna, you must know this Raganuga bhajan. But when you are following everything of Raganuga bhajan, but you are not feeling any love, maybe you are inside of this path, but you are not doing Raganuga bhajan. That is the point of Raganuga bhajan. Tomorrow also here. So tomorrow we'll continue this. The relation, the leelas, some stories about our acharyas. So tomorrow we'll continue this. Hari Bol.